Shit. These headphones is hot as shit, though. Oh, my mama. What's good, yo? How y'all living? You know, everybody answer at once. Got that. Yeah, man. You good, bro?
Now I'm under the weather.
I can tell. It's all good. You just you're not your usual vivacious self. I'm so full of shit right now.
Yeah, you are.
Nah, you just your countenance is a little different. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know if you was upset about something, not feeling well, or what was going on, but that's why I asked.
I'm tired.
I feel it. Shit. Hell, we ain't got a gab for a long time tonight. Oh shit. Man, I'm just long enough.
Oh, time to go.
Look at that.
Yeah, get out, Mojo.
You move your ass over there.
My computer is trash, son.
I was like, yo, this computer been on crack lately, yo. Like,
bro,
we just gonna have to deal with him for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Shit. But now that you're here, ladies and gentlemen, start the fucking drama. Yeah, y'all know what it is, man. Welcome to the party. Pantha Politix Podcast. We back in this mother. It's still early. I'm trying not to curse too much. I'm gonna save it for later. But yo, man, glad to have the squad in here. I know you. You know what I'm saying. I would ask how your week's been, but you already said you're tired. So I mean, it's been going.
I don't want to talk about it.
It's been going down.
I think this how I come in every Sunday. You know what I'm saying? The only difference.
He does. He's like, I'm just.
But that's how you can tell that's my man, because I knew something was off when I looked at him. That's how you know that's my man. Because I knew something was off when I looked at him. I was like,
it's like let's talk about it. That's the vibe I get from E. Let's talk about it.
This nigga's doing, yo. Oh shit. So ethemadassassin is tired. Mojo Barnes, how you living?
I'm all right.
Mojo Barnes is all right.
All right.
Yeah, man.
God damn. Marcel, listen, what's up, man?
you remember in Dust when I said, I mean, everybody when I say infinity?
Absolutely.
That.
Well, we on to a blazing fucking start right now.
It's time for everybody to go.
I will listen to that today. That's so funny.
All I can tell you is if there's any indication of how my day has been, I did listen to your album all the way home, and then after I dropped the car off to her and walked home, I was listening to it then. Just kind of the state of mind I've been in today. Like, yo, I literally, all right, folks, listen, I do collections for a living. I literally told a dude on the phone today. I was like, well, yeah, man, because it's been hanging around, and they about to take some legal action. I don't know what they're gonna do, blah blah blah. And he was like, well, fuck you. And I was like, nigga, I didn't say I was gonna do anything. Who are you talking to? My boss was like, I was like, oh, you know what? It's all good, man. Hey, yo, I just tell the legal department to get at you. Peace. But
they'll come after your funds. I'll come after your legs.
That part. Put your ass on the stretcher, you dumbass. You better stop playing with me. But like, you know what? I'm actually glad we starting here because it actually takes me somewhere that I was thinking. I didn't put it in the chat, but I was thinking it when I was on the walk home. Times like this, when shit is like how do you shake it? Because everybody got a different thing they run to. You know what I'm saying? To kind of get through the doldrums and shit. Like me personally, I smoke. I usually smoke. I don't drink generally if I'm feeling like this because it's only gonna make it worse. Like I smoke or
gas knife around here somewhere.
Drugs.
Oh shit.
No, man, I complain day in and day out about it and do nothing. I do nothing about it. I complain and complain until I feel better about it. And then I'm like, here we go again.
Has that ever worked? Like, have you ever complained enough about something that you felt good about it?
Hell no.
right.
I was about to say
Thanks
that's
for
not
being
typically how that
real.
works.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
That's
I was
typically how
like,
that works.
man, if this motherfucker found the cheat code on complaining to make it work, like, tap me in, bro.
I need to take the Mojo class.
Yeah.
not yet. Nope, not yet. But I'll let you know. I'll let you know when it works. Still
No
trying.
doubt.
So
Still be
Mojo
cracking
complains,
it.
I get high, Monster gets knives. Eat mad, what do you do?
I just typically stick to the same routine regardless. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
What does that routine look like?
I mean, I'm just talking about my day-to-day routine. Like I don't switch nothing up. Like I don't run to nothing.
Okay.
You know? I ain't rolling up more weed in the morning. I ain't drinking more. I don't do that. You know what
Oh
I'm
no,
saying?
I don't even necessarily mean more. Like okay, so like take it.
Nothing changes for me, bro. That's what I'm saying. I don't
Okay.
nothing change. I stick to my same routine.
Okay.
What is the routine though?
That's my,
Violence.
man. I wake up in the morning, I go to work, I do what I do, I get home, man. That's it. What I'm saying is bro, my shit don't change.
No, I feel you on that because I'm like, how do you do it? I want to know how to do it. Where I'm like, this is cool. You know what? Fuck this, and I'm gonna just do it because I got to do it.
I can't tell you how, man. It's a discipline thing, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course, like, you know, motherfucker falls short on the disciplinary thing sometimes, but I mean, like, I don't, because at first I didn't even understand the question. When you mean like times like this, what is
Times like this is a day in, day out thing.
I mean, for me, I don't feel like this every day. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like this every day. Now, I might feel like this 5 out of 7 days of the week, but it's not every day. You know what I'm saying? So, I'll say 4 out of 7 days of the week. But the reason why I say that is, like, I'm not going to smoke more than I normally smoke. I may just change what I do when I'm smoking. Like, I might come home and smoke while I'm cleaning up or some shit. But on a day like this, I might come home, close all the doors and shit, make sure it's dark in this motherfucker. I might put something on the TV, might put something on the radio, and just smoke to the face, like not even trying to share with nobody. You know what I mean?
But what kind of day you had other than a customer telling you fuck you?
Oh no, I mean shit. Realistically speaking, bro, I'm black in America. I have a wild. But I mean, you know, the big thing for me usually is generally comes down to my job, traffic, and just, I got a very low tolerance for stupid. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, stupid is in the eye of the beholder, just like beauty. I might think something's absolutely fucking insane, and y'all might be like, dog, it ain't that serious. And I'm like, no, it is. But it is. It really is. You know what I'm saying? So being that I have a low tolerance for stupid, once I reach a certain point, everything after that is going to piss me off. Everything is going to piss me off after that. So it's like, okay, let me go get high. I don't got time for this shit right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just think for me, I've really found a way to not get bent out of shape over shit that I can't control.
I feel it.
So after you like analyze that process, like after you're like, okay, this is some bullshit, do you have that moment where you like decide to move past it? Like, is it like, fuck that dude, and then off I go and just like I'm gonna get about my day? Or do you just like just breeze by it and be like, I ain't even gonna think about it?
I'm assuming this question's for E.
Oh yeah, it's free.
Yeah, I mean, I respond to anything that comes my way. The difference is dwelling on it, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
I mean, so like for instance, like I was talking about with the dude the other week when we was off camera, and I was talking about the motherfucker I work with.
No doubt.
I mean, shit like that. Like that shit was funny to me.
Mm-hmm.
That he felt how I mean, his emotion wasn't funny, but it was funny that he felt he needed to do that.
No doubt.
So, you know what I mean? So of course I'm gonna remember that it happened. I responded to it, but I mean, in the moment, like he did that shit, I was all right, bro. Turned my head and kept working. Like, whatever.
No doubt.
Because again, I can't control how he responds to that. And especially I know I'm not doing anything outwardly. Like I'm a real keep to myself kind of person, you know what I'm saying? So I think that might be a thing too. Like I don't really be out here fucking with people. Like I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like my 9 to 5, I don't really have to deal with a lot of people. Or if I have to deal with what you would consider a customer, I already know what they on.
I feel it.
You know, so all I do is just lay it on the table, man. You deal with it how you deal with it.
I think my thing is, and I kind of had to come to terms with it. I have a very bad temper. it's not as bad as it used to be when I was young. I've gotten a lot better, but still, by comparison to other people my age, probably that should know better, my temper is awful. I get mad quickly, and when I get mad, I want to do something about it. I don't just want to talk about it. I don't want to complain. I don't want to do nothing. I want to put my hands, feet, elbows, and knees all over you, everywhere. But the thing that I noticed is something will happen. I'll get upset about it or whatever. If I even get upset about it, if I get mad about it, I get mad about it, and then I kind of let it fade. But despite the fact that I let it fade and I get back to my day, it's still back there. You know what I'm saying? It's still there. So when the next person do something, they're going to get the heat for what they did, plus the overflow from me trying to hold this over here. You know what I'm saying? So God forbid if it's a third person. Because by the time I get to person number 4, I can't hold this shit no more. You about to catch all of this shit that all these other motherfuckers should have got. I'm sorry. Maybe you should have just left me the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? But I got a bad problem with people staring at me, and I have to remember that I'm a rapper and that I podcast and shit, and I do shit that people should know my face for. Like, I think Monster was the one that was like, dog, maybe he's been to a show or something. What are you doing right now? Are you tripping?
Remember what I told you? You won't know they're staring at you unless you're looking back.
Indeed. But I can't help it because I feel it, and it makes me be like,
I understand that. I mean, I'm just saying, you know.
So next time somebody get out of line, you just gotta let them know. Hey, I just want you to be aware you're catching these hands for everybody that came before you.
Generations before you.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I ever look at you and be like, you're number 4, just stop doing what you're doing. Please stop doing what you're doing. Because I'm officially at my fucking limit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's just wild, man. I don't know. I just thought about it because I realized, like, damn, man, you know, sometimes, especially guys, we have a tendency to kind of go through life doing what we do. And we talked about it before. How guys don't really seem to know how to communicate with each other about things that are important to them and things that should matter. So that's why I was just curious how you deal with days like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Wanton violence.
I like that one. Speaking of wanton violence, I just want to say, first of all, before I even get to what the actual topic is, it's a whole lot of y'all that can't read. A whole lot of people can't read, don't care to research anything. Y'all some headline chasing ass niggas. I just want to put that out there. And selective outrage is a motherfucker. Selective outrage is a motherfucker. So it sometimes bugs me out the shit that people decide to be mad about. And I'm like, wait. You mad about that and not that? You gotta be kidding me, right? So, case in point, there's literally a convicted child rapist in the Olympics playing volleyball. Well, not no more because he got put out, but he got eliminated. But let me make sure I get this cocksucker's name right. Steven Van.
He got eliminated or he got removed? I thought I read that he got removed.
No. He
got
lost.
eliminated. Like they let that motherfucker play, and he just lost.
He lost.
Because I thought the same thing.
No, I'm getting that. I thought I read that he got removed.
Oh yeah, I feel it.
I thought
the way they've been wording this shit been weird. Like I seen it worded 3 different ways in 3 different articles that I saw, and I was like, "This is weird. Like, how the fuck y'all doing that?" But
they definitely trying to figure out the right way to convey the message to people without having.
I actually had to jump over to another article because I was like, I thought that they were just like, "Oh, you raping motherfuckers? Oh, get going." But then it was like, "Oh, he lost," and I was like, "Wait a minute!" So I actually had to jump over to another article to confirm. Oh, y'all actually let this motherfucker play.
Look, man, I know you've been raping kids. Go ahead and play, but you got to go.
It's like, but you're still the best of the best when it comes to hitting balls.
Pause. But yeah. So this fucking guy,
Mojo.
this fucking guy, man, Steven Van de Velde. All right, he pled guilty to raping a 12-year-old in 2014. He was 19 years old. I don't give a fuck if it's been 10 years. You raped a 12-year-old, nigga. Like, He only ended up serving 13 months out of a 4-year sentence.
Yeah, there's no statute of limitations on that shit.
Well, in the process that he went, like it said multiple times and shit, and like,
Yeah,
and this
no
motherfucker got on a plane to do it.
I need to smoke. Yeah.
That's gonna black him out. This is crazy.
Yo, this nigga, on a real, I was flabbergasted by the fact that he was even allowed to play in the Olympics. How do you even allow him to show up and represent your country knowing what he done?
How'd you make it to the door?
You're from the Netherlands. Now I know out of all of us, you've done the most international traveling. Does that shed any light on it? Because that's where he's from.
No, I mean, I just know certain countries hold things to a different weight.
Right.
Criminality. You know what I'm saying? So, again, I don't know what the Olympic rules are. Like I said, I read something. I mean, I glanced. I ain't really care. You know what I mean? There's a lot of countries with it. You know, what they call it? The age of consent is way younger than it is here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Well, and the one thing that I didn't see was he's from the Netherlands, but the motherfucker did it in like England.
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't know who laws he's fallen under, and like his hometown laws might be like, you didn't get arrested here, motherfucker.
What's the story? Because you said he flew there. So what? I mean, what's the
homie flew to England and got this little girl all hopped up on Bailey's Irish cream. And then, yeah. And then, like, apparently, like, they like, he spent a good amount of time with her. Like, they said that it happened more than once. And he dipped.
I mean, more than once during the trip.
Yeah, like, more than once during the trip, he did that.
I mean, how he even meet her? I mean, I guess how
they met on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bailey's.
So, yeah, the motherfucker hit Bailey's Irish cream. Yeah. But yeah, so like the fact that he's from the Netherlands, the crime happened in England, and now he's in the Olympics. I mean, that's the thing. Like, you're talking about a few different countries, an international fucking organization, and it's like, who knows what the rules are behind any of this shit at this point. And to your point, the age of consent and everything.
Well, so I'm just thinking, obviously, the Olympics don't have no rule against, or they got a rule saying, like, however many years removed, then you can participate. That's all I could think of.
Yeah.
I understand that. I get it. At a point, it got to be about more than a rule. It got to be about, ethically, it don't make sense to allow you to compete here. It just don't make sense to allow you to do that. Like, the fuck? Bro, first and foremost, I'm going to just, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to give y'all a disclaimer before I say what I'm about to say. It's not going to be fucking nice. Okay. Here's the thing. First and foremost, if you're 19 years old and you repeatedly rape a 12-year-old, prison? Nah, ain't gonna be no prison. Like, you might get prison for a little while, but I'm gonna make sure you and Felicia Johnson are cozy roommates. I'm gonna make sure y'all cozy roommates. I'll give you, I don't know, yeah. So after that, you the fuck out of here, man. You the fuck out of here, dog. Crimes against children is the worst shit in the world. They can't do anything to protect themselves. Nothing. I'm surprised the kids' parents ain't done something to this motherfucker. Like, let me smoke.
Get that Turkish shooter over there, bro. Be like, yo, his room is right over there. Do your thing. That motherfucker's hand goes in his pocket. Bop, bop.
Line them
Done.
up.
Yep.
Line them up. But y'all niggas don't want to be mad about that, though. Y'all not mad about the child rapists playing volleyball at the fucking Olympics. Y'all mad because a woman beat another woman up.
Yo,
and then they were saying that they were transgender.
Don't miss They didn't know. They didn't know, bro. They didn't know. Everybody thought it was a man, fam.
I mean, you know what?
Man.
I'll give them that, with the exception of the fact that Google is a worldwide thing.
Why would
before
you
you open your mouth and say something? Before you open your mouth and say something, make sure you know what the fuck you are talking about.
Right.
I hope she come over here and beat all y'all ass. Half y'all niggas can't beat her.
Nah, that's hindsight, bro, and you know that shit. That's hindsight.
Bro,
you know.
no. It's not hindsight. I didn't say a fucking word until I was shooting.
I didn't say you said anything. I'm saying like what you speaking of is hindsight. If the entire world damn near is going off of what's being told of it being a man first, they're gonna respond to that. They're not gonna think to look to see, you know what I'm saying? That shit probably happened because somebody did look to see what that motherfucker looked like as a kid. Then the truth came out.
It could have something to do, like, y'all could have figured out the truth just by figuring out that this motherfucker birthed a child. Men don't do that.
I don't know shit about having a child.
Yeah. People don't look shit up, bro.
This shit is aggravating as fuck.
Yeah. You ain't looking that up, man.
But I will say, this Olympics, like, this shit's been wild. Like, there are so many crazy stories coming out of this thing, and I haven't watched a single thing. I've just got stories.
That's it.
And it's never just like a simple headline like, oh, fucking, you know, the U.S. wins gold in like this or whatever. It's like, yo, Turkish shooter is probably a hitman. American pole vaulter dings his nuts on bar and loses the gold. The woman boxer who's a man but really a woman, and then the rapist. And I've just been like, yo, it might be time for the Olympics to stop, yo. Like, they've had a good run.
Oh man, yeah. The other thing, and then we can be done with this Olympic shit. But I do want to say a couple of things. I got a couple of things. Then we can be done with this. One, white people.
Yes.
Sure, Caitlin Clark would have put more butts in the seat, but she ain't gonna make that team no fucking better. They're gonna win the gold regardless. Shut the fuck up. That's all. Shut the fuck up. Y'all killing me with this shit, yo. Killing me with it.
Have you ever seen Ernest Goes to the Olympics?
This nigga is crazy. I'm never gonna forget you saying she looked like Ernest T. Ward. Like, every time I see her ass, I think about that shit. Oh my god, that shit was funny. But
Halloween's coming up.
Oh yeah, I get it.
Oh, okay. He said, now I get it.
Nah, man, I'm not. Ernest did a bunch of shit. I didn't know if there was a movie called that.
Oh yeah, I feel you. Yeah.
He did mad shit.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, what's his name? Jim Neighbors.
Joke, man. That's I fuck.
I feel you.
No doubt.
I feel you, though. I feel you. Oh man, but yeah. So they don't need her. She'll get her shot in 4 years. Her, Angel Reese, all of them. They'll get their shot in 4 years. Shut the fuck up. Stop whining. Y'all make people not like her. Y'all make people not like her. She ain't said none of this shit y'all be saying. It be y'all motherfuckers. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. The other thing, I saw something said, and we're gonna talk about this on All Purpose, but I want to say it right here because I know that. I just want to say it. The days of the United States walking on basketball courts and running people off of them is over. It's over. It's over. The last 4 NBA MVPs have been foreign players. Even if the foreign player that won this past season didn't win, the person that was going to win is still a foreign player. Get over it. It's okay. They're probably still going to win gold. I mean, if you lose with that group of people, you deserve to lose. It is what it is. But I'm just saying, stop fooling yourselves and thinking that we just going to show up and win. Because it don't work like that no more. Oh, the other thing, Sha'Carri Richardson, salute to you. I don't give a fuck what people saying about you getting silver. That means you're the second fastest woman in the world. Okay.
You talking shit about her?
Yo, motherfuckers is talking crazy, yo.
I didn't even know that she had already ran. I didn't know that she got silver. Like the 4 headlines that I talked about is literally all I've heard about the Olympics. I knew that she was going to the Olympics and dope, but I didn't even know that she had already ran yet. So it's dope that she won silver, but are they?
Your turn.
Is it are they?
Gross.
I'm back.
No.
Are they upset that she didn't win gold, or are they like making fun of her that she didn't win gold?
It's a lot of how did you lose? Da 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 blah blah blah. You were supposed to be da 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 da. And I'm like, oh, dog, do you have any idea? Okay, first of all,
It's easy to talk when you don't do shit.
Yeah.
she'll run faster than most of these motherfuckers typing that bullshit on their computers running backwards. So I'm just saying, like,
You're in a 5-minute 100-meter dash.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, yo, that, yo, that shit is wild. 5 minutes. What, that dub? I'm joking. I'm joking. Jeez, man. Y'all check out my man Double XL's Sneaker Sunday too.
Not cool, bro.
Yeah, no, she gotta check that out. That's my man, 50 grand. Yo. I'm just saying, like, the problem for me is this. The problem for me is that you didn't. It's not like you lost to a bum. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you lost to a bum. I think who won in first place? It was Julia Alfred.
Probably supposed to lose.
Huh?
Problem is she wasn't supposed to lose.
I mean, we can say she wasn't supposed to lose, but she wasn't racing no bum. Like, woo, that shit was great. That was a great race too. So
Her and the other chick who couldn't even come into the race was the favorites.
right, exactly. Yeah, I know.
So that means she wasn't supposed to lose. You know what I'm saying?
So when you say that, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Keep going.
Nah,
You might answer my question.
She from Jamaica, right? The other lady that didn't run.
Well, yeah,
Shelly Lane Price. That's her name. Yeah, like both of them, they got fucked up so far as trying to get into the stadium, so they wasn't able to warm up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so Shelly chose not to run. She said, I'm not gonna do well if I can't run anyway. And Sha'Carri said, "Fuck it, I'm running."
and got busy. And got busy.
Got silver.
Like,
When you say that she was that they were the favorites, do you mean like popularity wise, or do you mean just like speed wise, like they were projected to win?
Fastest in it.
Yeah, they got the two fastest times. Yeah.
Okay.
Shit, Sha'Carri Richardson had the fastest time in the world this year. In the 100. You know what I'm saying? But I mean,
What'd you say?
Yeah. No, I was saying when she ran a race it's a few months back. I can't remember what race it was at, but she like ran the fastest 100 time in the world this year. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, yeah, but with every and then even taking what you're saying into consideration, that's even more reason to be like, damn, and she got silver. You know?
That's right, motherfuckers didn't know that.
That's just crazy, man. That's crazy. I mean, they didn't know that, but at the end of the day, I don't know. Go ahead, man.
I mean, what you said at the beginning of this shit, people respond to the headline. Call back.
I can dig it. Hell yeah. But that's, man, salute to Sha'Carri Richardson. Much love to you, sis. Hey, keep doing what you're doing. And fuck the haters. Shout out to Melissa Jefferson, who also got bronze. Also a U.S. sprinter. Not like I give a fuck about the U.S., but I've been watching them when they was at college, so it is what it is. Oh, shit. Nah, so, yeah. Fuck the rapist, nigga. I hope they throw you in a fiery pit somewhere, bitch.
How did they find that out?
Huh?
How did this get found out?
Yeah, he's wondering the same thing. How did they know?
I mean, obviously, he's not. If he went.
Can you imagine, like, when you do some dumb shit and you end up on like a registry? It's like, all right, the people in my neighborhood know that I did something nasty. This motherfucker.
Oh,
fuck it. Damn.
He was winding up for a good one too.
Right.
Yeah. Everybody in the fucking world know he doing nasty shit.
Everybody.
That's you fucked up.
But he went.
And lost.
Oh man. Throwing salt in the wound.
He went. I don't think he cared who found out. I'm just wondering how it came out.
The internet, probably.
I mean, I know that. I'm saying like, who delved into this nigga background?
That's what I'm saying, though. It's probably like
her parents.
Yeah, you gonna let this slide? You gonna let this happen?
This motherfucker.
It's a good question, though. Because how do you get past the application and start competing in the fucking whole thing? How?
Thank you. Now you feel what I'm saying. Like,
no, I
You know what? I might have an answer for that because I heard some crazy shit this week. I had somebody over at my crib, and they were like, "Yo, do you know how to run a background? Because I'm going to apply for this job, and they want me to provide my background." Yeah, that face right there. I was like, "Timeout. You're supposed to provide your own background check to these motherfuckers?"
Oh, I mean, it's still got to be official. I've had to do that a couple of times.
But I can make it look official.
it's called a forgery.
Yeah.
Maybe you can. You know what I mean? Depends on how they ask for it.
Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, that was wild. So I was like, okay, so yeah, maybe they were like, yeah, go ahead, fill out your application and just give us a background check. He was like, okay. I ain't never raped nobody, y'all.
Just give it to me on a napkin.
Yeah.
Where's my grilled cheese?
Never mind. I'm not even doing it. Speaking of nasty motherfuckers, apparently Drake is poking J. Cole. Pause.
Oh,
you know what I mean.
Oh, what a way to fucking introduce that topic.
You did that shit on purpose too.
I did. Yeah. I absolutely fucking did. Absolutely fucking did. Oh man. Now, you know what, Mojo? Floor is yours. You brought this.
No.
Hey, you're the Drake dude, so
yeah, you know.
Yeah. You make me not want to be the Drake dude.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing.
No, so apparently he's been taking jabs at J. Cole, and it's like it just seems like you're trying to come away with something from this battle, and it's like J. Cole had your back, bro, but he had basically resurfaced a meme about, not a meme, but it was a story about how someone got a hold of J. Cole's phone. They called Jay-Z from it. Jay-Z didn't pick up. They called from their own phones, and then Jay-Z picked up. So it was supposed to give the indication at the time J. Cole wasn't nobody on Jay-Z's radar, which makes sense to me because of the level and the time it was at. I think it was like 2012 or something like that, or it was around 2010. But Drake is posting that and supposedly taking jabs at J. Cole. But I think that he's also been in the midst of the beef taking slight jabs at J. Cole as well in his verses and stuff like that. And it's like, well, it kind of makes sense that you would feel a way because Kendrick and J. Cole are buddies, but J. Cole and Drake are also buddies. And so when I read the article, there was something about Drake being asked if he was going to go to, I think it's called Dreamfest or Dreamville Fest or something like that. And so Drake's like, I don't know, should I do it because of all this that's been going on? The point that was being made was, should he do it because he's wondering if he should do it because the only thing people want to see right now are responses to all of Kendrick's verses and stuff like that. That's what people want to see from Drake. And so instead of being like, you know what, I'm done with this and I'm just going to continue to make my music the way I make it and just chalk this up as an L, he's posting on his fake Instagram page this story. And so then it's like, well, the fuck are you posting that for? What is it supposed to prove, bro? Like at this point, you're kind of kicking a man while he's down because he had apologized and was trying to keep the peace amongst you two idiots. So it just seems like it just seems like friendly fire at this point.
Oh, shit.
For anybody.
I don't think Cole was trying to keep the peace on nothing. I think that motherfucker stepped back, had his hands and shit, just let his hands go, you know. But I think, you want to know why I think this is stupid?
I think it's stupid too.
If Drake is really
Bro.
building this shit off of that, sorry to interject the common sense here, or maybe something that nobody thought about. If Jay-Z's company manages J. Cole and J. Cole loses his phone, would it kind of make sense for Jay to not answer a phone call coming from that phone?
Yeah.
Does
That's the
anybody
thing
know
too,
who
though.
it was that called? Like, does anybody know who this
It was just a
caller
fan.
was?
It was just a fan, just a random person at a concert or something like that. Got a hold of J. Cole's phone, and even
then-
still,
Their own phone and called Jay. All right.
Yeah, I don't know if I even believe it at that point.
it's
I mean-
old as fuck anyway. I mean, it's
Yeah.
probably been debunked at this point if it's
Here's
fake
where people
or
have an
not.
issue. Because J. Cole's first 3 albums were on Rock Nation.
Mm-hmm.
2 or 3. I can't remember.
You had Born
But-
Sinner and Sideline
Sideline
Story.
Story, yeah. But here's the thing that people don't seem to put 2 and 2 together. And like besides the niggas that he came in the game with, the niggas that came with him from Marshall, like who else do you really see Jay-Z with other than Beyonce and his kids? You don't
No
really see him
fucking body.
with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Other than his niggas that he came up with and his family. You know what I'm saying? J. Cole is signed to my label. We cool. That don't mean I'm a. Now, mind you, this is removing the common sense that E interjected. This is for all the people who never thought it possible that, well, maybe he knows the phone is missing. It's probably just not a good idea to answer. For all the people who didn't think that, here, this one's for y'all.
It was a freebie.
Here you go. Because this even further proves how much you didn't think about this shit.
Right. But that's the thing too, though. It's like at the time the shit that came out, like a lot of us were just kids poking fun. You know what I mean? It's just interesting to me that Drake would even post something like that as if it mattered in 2024. Don't you have something better to do?
How
Trolling
J.
like a
Cole
bitch,
songs
ain't you
heard Jay-Z
tired?
on?
You said what?
How many J. Cole songs you heard Jay-Z on?
Not any.
Mr. Nice Watch on his first album.
Oh, yeah.
The song that held the album up because Jay kept saying you ain't got a single. And then that shit got on there and it was one of the weakest songs on the whole project. Whatever. But you think that Jay-Z running to answer the phone when J. Cole called him? Why? Why would you think that?
Have you
Like-
heard Nice Watch? I don't
Bro,
think so.
I'm just saying, like, motherfuckers will look at some shit, and I already said, motherfuckers will look at the headline. They'll even read a little bit of the article, not realizing that what you really need to know to make all of this that you read of him make sense is down there. They write the shit the way they write it for a reason, because they know most of y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna make it that far. Nah, get the fuck out of here. Come on, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Man, I almost, you know what? I'm gonna say something right now.
Wait. So are we in agreement that Jay-Z answers J. Cole's phone calls though?
Absolutely.
Probably,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
think I'm gonna be honest. I think it's neither here nor there. I think in 2024, he's probably picking up 1 or 2 calls. Back then, who knows? It's questionable. But to your point,
I know y'all said back then. I know you said something about Drake supposed to thinking about going to Dreamville. So when did this happen?
As far as it happened this year. I know that much. I don't know if it was like this.
Oh, the
month or what.
Dreamville thing was this year. Okay.
Dreamfest.
The phone shit.
No,
This
that
was
was back in
years ago.
2010, 2012, some shit like that.
Yeah,
Hold
it's
up.
at least a decade.
Huh.
Which calls to wonder, why does it matter?
I'll find it. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, that's just wild, B. Like, shit. The one thing I am thinking though, and I mean, you did kind of touch on it. It's I almost feel like this is a way of trying to garner something positive out of this situation. I honestly think what happened with Kendrick Lamar put something in front of Drake's face that he didn't want to acknowledge. It showed him something he didn't want to acknowledge. And that's the reason why it's having the effect on him that it's having. Like, you could literally just be like, all right, it's done now. Mind you, yeah, Not Like Us is still going crazy. Okay, it's going to do what it's going to do, bro. You did the same shit to me. Kendrick did it bigger, but I mean, you did the same shit to me. So, go do what you do, man. Like, all this extra shit that's going on, it don't make sense to me. Like, so, like, even the whole concept of blocking TDE niggas from performing in Toronto.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, now, but here's the glitch in the matrix. The moment he can't come to LA, it mean a whole lot more than them not going to Toronto. It mean a whole lot.
Do y'all think that he's trying to, like, doing all of these different things? Do you think he's trying to start another beef that he thinks he can win?
I thought that too. Cole will tear his ass up, though. He better stop.
Oh, I know Cole, and that's the thing. I know Cole will, but I think it'll be closer than him and Kendrick. Just because Cole's going to pull his punches.
Nah, see, I think that's where you got it wrong. Cole ain't gonna pull shit if he go down.
Yeah.
Because now he has the backlash of him dropping out the first time is too big.
Yeah, but that's exactly why I think he's gonna pull his punches, because he's saying, like, oh, I've moved past this, like, I might, like, spiritually I'm better than this and blah blah blah. So if all of a sudden he starts going for Drake's neck, then it makes him a bitch for pulling out the first time.
But I think that's why he's not going to pull his punches.
I disagree. I don't think that make him a bitch for responding now if he does it. I don't think that make him a bitch. Especially because in my mind, like what y'all said earlier, that Cole was trying to keep them apart. So Cole's still trying to stay cool with a motherfucker, and then this shit just comes sideways. I don't think that shit.
If he apologizes and says, "Yo, I'm bigger than this. Like, I'm not gonna do this," and then it's less than a year later, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get in this beef and I'm gonna start going for motherfuckers' heads."
Kendrick, though.
It ain't about I'm just going for motherfuckers' heads. I'm going for a motherfucker head who I chose not to go at,
and he keep fucking with me.
Yeah, and you fucking.
Yeah.
When your excuse to get out of the beef, knowing that you're about to get smoked, is I'm bigger than this, and then all of a sudden you ain't bigger than it no more. It makes you wonder, were you bigger than it the first time, or were you just bitching out?
He never said he was bigger than this. He never said. Got to think about that now.
And
that was the people saying that bullshit.
The first time when he apologized on stage, he was talking directly to Kendrick.
Oh, I know.
He wasn't talking to Drake. He was talking directly to Kendrick. Yo, you my man, 50 grand. I'm not about to do this. We not doing this. It's cool. Like, I'll fade to black. If y'all gonna get it, go ahead and get it. But I'm out of this shit. Him saying that whole Big 3 line was him trying to do the song with Drake, but let it not turn to smoke. Mm-hmm. Most people ain't peeped that. I'm like, yo, he didn't have to say that. If he was written, you know what I'm saying? Like, he could have left that where it was at. He had to say that. He had to say that. But he did, because he was like, yo, I gotta give that something. They asked him to be on the record. I gotta give him something to let him know, hey, bro, even though you're not here, you here. I got you. You know what I'm saying? If they talking about the hottest motherfuckers out of this generation, I'm gonna make sure your name included in the conversation. Even though I ain't gotta do that because you done already done your thing. But on the low.
I can dig it. Yeah, I just don't know if it goes the way everybody thinks it's going to.
Yeah, either he continues to just stay solid, or if he engages, it's going to be goddamn full-blown bullshit.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I have no doubt that he's going to smoke.
Uh-oh.
Matter of fact, I'm going to smoke. Yeah.
Hey. You did it again.
Yeah, I know. At this point, I ain't even trying to stop it.
He said, fuck it. Oh, God damn it. Not again.
Yeah. But no, I have no doubt that he would smoke Drake if he chose to engage. I just think that if he chooses to engage, people are gonna have questions. And I get that there's a lot of things that it's like, no, it's this, and this, but the questions are gonna come up.
So, I mean, people gonna always have shit to say.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it is, man. I'm just saying.
But going back to Drake, I'm sorry, I with all the bullshit that he's pulling, I really do think that he's trying to start something else to get back into that position.
Oh yeah.
I don't think he cares. And I'm gonna tell you, I mean, I've just seen so many Drake fun. Like, I don't think Drake lost no fans.
Drake, yeah, no, he didn't lose no fans. He's going right back to the same bullshit.
Yeah, I think some fair weather fans might have, like, people that are just like, that claim to be hip hop heads that ain't real hip hop heads, that just follow popular hip hop. I think they might have gone to him, but I think now that it's popular to hate Drake, some of them might be pulling away.
Popular
bandwagon shit. People who are not actual fans.
The quote unquote real hip hop heads. It's popular to hate Drake right now.
Drake fans don't consist of the hardcore. I mean, his fan base is way bigger than just regular hip hop heads.
No, and that's what I'm saying. It's the fair weather fans that he's gonna lose.
But I ain't talking about no fair weather fan. I'm talking about Drake base. Drake base is huge, and that shit is not weather. You know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely.
Fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think he got more fair weather fans that's hip hop niggas.
Mm-hmm. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I think we disagree.
Okay.
No, but I mean, what I'm saying is, like, he not losing his people didn't change over that shit. They still like Drake.
I'm not talking about any of his people though. That's what I'm saying.
And that's why I said I'm disagreeing with you, because I'm only talking about his fans. Like, if we talking about a battle, right? And there's a quote unquote clear winner, but still the losers, people are still saying, no, my guy won. He ain't losing his friends. I mean, his fans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's.
Put in the chat what you think, guys. All you ladies and gentlemen out there, put in the chat what you guys think.
Yeah. Is there anybody watching, listening, whatever the case may be, who switch sides because of the battle, or because of something you saw in the battle, or something you didn't see in the battle? Rather, I know that almost every battle in hip hop that's occurred that I've been around for, that I've actually been dialed into, at the conclusion of it, I don't know, maybe whatever I came into it thinking wasn't the same thing when it was done. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that the constant beefs that he had throughout the course of his career made me see Joe Budden different. You know what I'm saying? Because I always gave him credit as an introspective rapper, right? But it was during those moments when I got a chance to see what that introspection pushed outward aggressively sounds like. Because, you know what I'm saying? Even at Jay-Z and Nas battle, I got to see something that I wasn't anticipating from both of them. And I appreciate it. Now, it didn't sway me in regards to who was my favorite between the two of them, or who I won't even say my favorite between the two of them. I can definitely say just the one I relate to more of the two of them. That's still clear, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I had to look back at some shit and reevaluate what I thought about Jay after that. You know what I'm saying? Never had him at a low spot, but it definitely boosted him something. You know what I mean? I was like, man, I ain't been paying attention really like I should have been. Like, this motherfucker can rap. Okay. All right, I got it. Cannabis and LL, that goes without saying. I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, so I mean, I think in this particular case, if Drake and J. Cole happens, I think it might be the best thing possible for Cole for this to happen if it does. And this is why I say that. There are people who bought into that run he was on where he was talking all that I'm that dude shit, and if you try me, I'm gonna off you. Like, it's people who bought into that who were turned off by the whole apology thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even on the first person shooter record, that kind of was the bungee to go ahead and spring it off like it needed to be. He smoked Drake on that record. But when it came down to it, damn, nah, these niggas really got a problem. Like, it's some real shit over there. I don't want nothing to do with that, for sure. You know what I'm saying? But Mr. Canada, why you keep doing this? I stepped the fuck out the way to let y'all do y'all thing. The whole time that shit was going on, why I keep hearing references to me pop up in every little joint you doing about him and the 20 other niggas you think coming at you when I ain't said nothing? So if you keep doing this, what other choice do I got? I can't, like, he don't got the luxury that some other niggas got to just ignore that shit right now. In my opinion. At a point, you got to do something. You got to. All that big three talk don't mean a motherfucking thing if you don't. Nothing. That's all I'm saying. Like,
I mean, at this point, I don't think. Yeah, at this point, I don't think the big three talk means anything, no matter what they do.
Oh, that's true too. Drake got beat up. That's true. This is true. I feel that, man. I don't know. Now I'm gonna tell you some shit that don't surprise me at all. Apparently, the Lauryn Hill and the Fugees U.S. tour is canceled. Just a couple days before it's supposed to kick off. Now, after the initial announcement, what came later was Lauryn released a statement in regards to that, saying that the ticket sales in the U.S. didn't reflect, you know what I'm saying, like they needed to make it make sense. So, but they still going to Europe to do their thing over there, and you know, the UK and all that shit. So, and she said that an unfair this is not verbatim, mind you, but paraphrasing. She says there's been an unfair picture painted of her. You know what I'm saying, in regards to the whole live performance thing, and the media propagated it, and she feels like that's partly responsible for the sales picture in the United States.
Wait, what did the media propagate? Because all I know is she be late.
That part. That part right there. And
what she say the media said, or she just left it vague like that?
That she left it vague just like that. Just like that. I was like, yo, hold up. And the one thing that popped in my head immediately was, you talking about you being late all the time? That's a fact. You can't call that media manipulation. Everybody I know been to a Lauryn Hill show said you was late as hell.
We don't need the media. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, media. Motherfuckers tell each other on the phone, this bitch is 3 hours late. That's what they do.
Oh, shit.
Quoting.
Yo, that's just crazy. Man.
You know,
I'm not surprised.
what you expect?
I don't know. Oh,
I mean, wasn't there also only like 6 shows on the tour?
I didn't look.
Oh yeah, no,
there weren't many. I think it was only like, I know that they have some. I swear to God, man, the knife's coming out. I know that they got some overseas stuff planned too, but like as far as local goes, I think like there were less than 10 shows scheduled throughout the entire U.S.
It was hitting the major metropolitan areas and
and it's like
areas.
you know, if you scheduled a few more shows, you might have been able to get some more money. But if you scheduled a very low amount of shows and they're cities you've done shows in before and you've been late as fuck, people might not come out.
They already seen this movie.
Yeah.
Exactly. You gonna be late.
Man, I was speaking of live shows.
Then we talk. Yeah, you asked did anybody care? I said I don't care. Then they was going to. I'm like I don't care. I ain't going. I didn't look none of that shit up. Fuck all that. I'm trying to go see Lil Russell at the end of this month. You understand?
I feel it.
You understand?
He got 2 backyard shows out here end of this month.
Oh, that's
He'll
it.
be there on time.
No, they had a hell of shows lined up for the U.S.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they were supposed to be going from starting in August or starting. What's today? The 7th? Yeah, starting on Friday. They were supposed to go to Florida. So the 9th, the 11th, 16th, 18th, 21st. Let me count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, I mean, it's like a handful, but it's about 14, 15 shows.
That's it. That's what's up.
I mean, when you're talking about a U.S. tour for a major act, 15
That's like
shows
That's like
ain't a lot.
Yeah, it's like,
No.
it's like, but I mean, shit. They yo, man. I wasn't psyched about the potential. Interview. I was like, yo, if they came like to Seattle, I'd be like,
Cool.
there's been plenty of people that came to Seattle that I wanted to see more than I want to see the Fugees, and I ain't go. So, yeah, I'm cool. It is what it is. I'm not surprised about that. You can't create. You create your own reputation. You create the understanding people have it. You know what I mean? And you created the understanding that you're going to be late, and you're going to do it your way. And if you doing it your way fills up a building full of people willing to wait for it, cool. Much love to you. And I'll still play your album like I bought it yesterday. It's all good. Just know when you show up in the city, I ain't pulling up. That's all you need to know.
Time wasted.
So cool.
Nothing, man.
I'm gonna listen to the album.
You like the concert Grinch. Not Grinch. I don't know. Who's a motherfucker that hate everything? You're like Grouchy Smurf when it comes to concerts. That's what it is. I hate
Grouchy.
Yeah. Hey man, I went to the Smith and Wesson show the other night.
But you was performing on that, man. The fuck?
That's different. I know.
Nah, it's not different completely. You know why?
Niggas do shit like that.
Huh?
I went to the Smith and Wesson concert.
I did.
Dog, you was on the bill.
I mean, yeah, but okay, so check. I'm not gonna say no names just because I'm not a disrespectful ass nigga like that.
Say that.
That's funny. But it be times that we open for somebody, you know what I mean? And it's somebody that supposed to be somebody, you know what I'm saying? We do our shit, and like maybe one of the homies going after us. So I watch them. As soon as they get done, I'll be like, all right, yo, I'll let y'all live. Y'all be easy. They be like, yo, you ain't staying for. I'm like, I ain't here for that no way. I came to rap, and the homie was on right after, so I checked him out too. But I'm gonna get the fuck out of here, man. I don't give a fuck about that shit at all. I don't even like that. I don't even like their music. Bye. So I don't know, man.
You did stay till the end of the show.
I stayed to the end of the show, the whole show. Like,
Yeah,
and
but
they smoked it.
let me ask you something.
Uh-huh.
Those shows you be cutting out on because you don't be wanting to hear the other artists. You don't be thinking merch first.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes. It's been times when that's been the play. You know what I'm saying? But when it's not, when it don't need to be the play, like if I don't got nothing with me to sell, it's been times when that's had to happen because I ain't have it to get it. You know what I'm saying? So if I ain't got nothing with me to sell, no way.
I mean, not having it is one thing. But I'm saying, got me sell that shit, man. Fuck all that. That's just me. I'm trying to sit there till the last motherfucker leave.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if this artist, if you don't like them, then whether or not the rest of the audience gonna like them or not, I feel like I got a shot to sell shit during their show.
I can dig it. I hate concerts.
I hate I showed the rap.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Man, that shit was crazy. Oh my god. So go to Smith and Wesson, man. They smoke that shit. They smoke.
It was a good show.
No doubt. They smoke that shit. Yeah. Showmanship, stage control, breath control, the whole nine. Like you can tell when motherfuckers is veterans doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was crazy.
They went through a whole ass like hip hop like legacy too. Like they did joints for everybody.
Oh, they did other people's shit?
Now just records they did with P, with Sean P.
Gotcha.
You know, joints that they was on with other people. The record they got with a couple of joints they got with Buckshot. They did their part. So and one of them their Buck verse play. You know what I'm saying? That's man, yeah, that shit was dope. And then they did the commemoration to the fallen soldiers and shit. You know what I mean? So they let a little bit of their joints rock. That shit was fire. Like I was like, man, I appreciate like Kendrick Lamar's live performance because I feel like he puts a lot into it. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But as far as somebody who would just say, hey, give me the mic, turn the music on, let me do my thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't have all of the extra shit to do all those other things, but watch what I do with this. You know what I'm saying? Watch what I do with what I got. And yeah. I like strangely enough, I like have y'all ever seen E perform?
Oh.
Have y'all ever seen even a clip of E performing?
Yeah, I've seen clips. I mean, obviously, I ain't never seen him in concert. Hopefully, change that soon.
I hate concerts. Well,
I don't want to go.
I hate shows.
Thanks, man. But like, Smith and Wesson dope live, man. I saw them here maybe like 5 years ago. They was actually down here 2 days before they came up there.
Oh, no doubt.
So, slipped my mind to go.
Shit. Man, I want to. I know for a fact.
Hey, was their sound better than yours?
Nah, it was about the same.
About the same?
It was about the same, yeah. But
the sound dude at the spot was dope though. Like he like we talked to him ahead of time. The dude really just did want to put on a dope show.
Word up. Salute Madam Lou's. That y'all did y'all thing that night. Salute to y'all. Yeah, salute to y'all. I went to a venue and I ain't got no shit to talk. Shit was dope. I got not a single fucking complaint.
That's what's up.
Not one. You know what I'm saying? I do got a question for y'all. I do got a question for y'all. You know what? We're keeping music for a minute because I do want to get y'all take on this because we all like none of us are 21. You know what I'm saying? Obviously. So Knife Wonder, I know it kind of originated from Common and P-Rock speaking on it. Well, I mean, other people have spoken on it before, but I'm talking about this recent run of it. Talking about creating another subgenre of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Something like, and I would not want to do adult contemporary hip hop. Like, that shit sounds weird as fuck to me.
It's too much to try to have to say. What kind of music do you make? I make adult contemporary hip hop. Like Grandpa.
That boy. Grandpa. But there are plenty of people who prefer the term traditional. And I do think that the more I thought about it as it was said by more people around me, I was like, yeah, like that old school shit is kind of wild when you think about it. Like it puts it in a certain frame before you even get a chance to hear it, if it's called that. You know what I mean? So I don't know what y'all think. Like traditional, adult, contemporary. I mean, to me, it's just hip hop. I don't even understand why we need them. Like, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? But
it need to be some divisions in there, man.
Okay.
You know, but let's say this.
I'm gonna jump in last.
It's fucked up that we're not fucked up. Well, yeah, it's fucked up. The Ninth Wonder's getting it's understandable that he's getting the light for saying this. Well, I guess his response to it. I'm sorry, because I think Q-Tip spoke on it first, and he said he didn't like it because it creates division and shit.
Right.
But when Knife said adult contemporary hip hop, my guy Twan Mack calling himself that his music that shit for years.
Who said that?
My guy Twan Mack. Matter of fact, maybe even in the article that you sent, or maybe another one I saw, they quoted Twan Mack because they asked him about it.
Okay.
And, so Twan Mack, dope artist, you know what I'm saying? He went with the Arrested Development Camp, you know what I'm saying? Obviously he's his own artist too. But you know, Weekly Rap Gods, he does a lot of the interviews for them. He been calling his shit adult contemporary hip hop. But for him though, it not only represents his age, but it represents his subject matter. You know what I'm saying? Like his subject matter is very, very adult and responsible. Like it's not just get shit off and shit like that. Even though he can do that too very well. You know what I'm saying? So I don't agree with Q-Tip that we shouldn't have the divisions. I think we should. Now maybe the title is up to you. You know what I mean? Like, because I hate when a little young motherfucker come with me like, oh, you do that old school shit. Call it traditional. Call it traditional.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At least it's a more respectable title. You know what I'm saying? Because like when a young motherfucker saying that shit, they not trying to respect you. I'm not saying they're trying to disrespect you either. I don't mean like, you know, they trying to shit
you obsolete.
Like they like, oh man, I would never. Basically, I don't listen to that. That's old.
Right.
I just made this last week. This ain't old. You know. So yeah, like I do think it need to be something, man. You know, it does. Like I don't think Nas and Chief Keef should ever be competing for the same award.
Nah.
I fucking agree with that.
And I just
could you imagine?
You know, shit. Look at the last 2 years, the hip hop album of the year for the Grammys. Look at the broad spectrum of them shits.
So are we trying to do it in the scope of like a category for an award or a genre all the way throughout?
I think it's all the same. Well, I mean, it ain't the same, but it's basically the same, you know, because adult contemporary hip hop speaks towards it's a radio term, contemporary,
right?
You know what I'm saying? But then that shit trickles to the awards. Like that shit gets separated by who listens to what. In a lot of cases, except ours. You know what I mean? Like shit. Look at rock. Look at all the rock categories.
Mm-hmm.
Country category. Like it's multiple shit. Like, and I mean radio format, you know, looking the shit up online. She got different things, man. All that shit be hip hop. Like, okay.
No, you got a point there, because I can't stand when you look up, or even in this instance for like the example of the award shows, and you're getting, just for the sake of the name being said, you get somebody like Chief Keef and underneath it says hip hop artist. I don't think people across the board would feel the exact same way as whoever is putting up the names on the marquee. So I understand where you're coming from. I had a different perspective, but it was just more in tune with what Q-Tip was saying. I was just like, it does create more division amongst fans, artists, because it creates more of the ageism when it comes to hip hop, because there are a lot of folks who are like, you know, I may be in the older generation, but you know, I still get down with the best of them, but may not want to be considered adult contemporary or old school hip hop or whatever. They just want to be, you know what I mean? So I don't necessarily agree that it needs to be broken down, but you know, hearing your perspective, I'm like, it makes sense if we have different categories, because then there's different lanes. Everybody is like, well, no, I'm not this kind of rap, I'm that kind of rap. Well, I don't even do any of that shit altogether. It's just hip hop for me. So I get where you're coming from on that. I'm just like, I don't want to be considered old. Oh, you're an old man rapper. What kind of rap do you make? Old man.
You
Like,
know,
look, man, because when I came up doing this, it was a young man's sport, you know. I hate being 32 and having to say those words, but that's what it was.
but again, it's only 51 years old now, supposedly. You know, we push it out of context by, you know what I'm saying, to your point, yes, it was a young man's sport back then, because everybody was basically, you know, at that
like
time
19, 18, 21 and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, there's also an agenda behind that too. Not you know, not no shit, you know what I mean? It's easy to jerk a young artist contractually.
Thanks.
What are we jerking?
So, I'm of both minds, and I think that this can be a controlled situation, because, and I obviously, like, I didn't do a whole lot of reading into all of Ninth Wonder's stuff, but the thing that stuck out to me was he was specifically talking about award categories, and that I agree with, because it gives us more representation at these awards. Now, me personally, I don't give a fuck about the Grammys, but if it'll give hip hop more of a representation there, then cool, I'm all for it.
Absolutely. Yep.
For it. Now in the streets, if it's going to cause division, that's because we're allowing it to do it. Because right now, we kind of already have our subdivisions. Like, I'm not even necessarily a horrorcore rapper, but that might be the closest thing. So I had to create my own lane on something so that I didn't get called horrorcore. But if you try and put me up against somebody like Soul, who does very traditional boom bap, I want that line of delineation, because somebody that comes to hear me might not want to hear him. And somebody that comes to hear Soul, if I'm up on that stage before him, they're like, yo, what the fuck is this guy doing? So in order to give them a good show, in order to give them a good product, yo, like, yeah, let's tell them what they're getting. But at the end of the day, I can say, yo, I'm a hip hop artist, or yo, I'm a rapper. I'm not saying, yo, yeah, I'm you know, every time, yo, yeah, I do dark underground music. Like, I don't necessarily say that all the time. Yo, I do hip hop. So we don't necessarily have to let it create a division with us. Now, I do agree that that's a dumb fucking name, and it should be traditional. But I don't think that the lines need to be blurred, and I don't think it necessarily creates division. And if we're just talking about hip hop categories, then I'm all for it, because hip hop gets fucked over all the time at the award shows. So depending, like situationally, like I definitely get what Q-Tip's saying, but at the same time, it's like it's only going to cause that if we allow it to cause it. But if we're showing one solidified front where it's like, yo, we all care about hip hop, and we're going to make those motherfuckers, you know, the white dudes in the suits that don't really listen to that shit, but you know, hey, you know, we'll give them an award here and there. Fuck y'all. No, we're taking over that shit.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think the as far as award shows go, yeah, absolutely. I mean, even as far as when you're talking about streaming services, because I know people personally who don't listen to nothing that came out after 2001.
Mm-hmm.
The Blueprint and Stillmatic is pretty much they cut off. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody, like if Jay or Nas dropped something after that, they probably heard it. You know what I'm saying? They probably, if somebody that's within that group of people drop something else after that, I mean, they're gonna peep it. But outside of that, they ain't checking for nobody new. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. I don't care what you. I don't care how dope you say they are. I don't care. This is what I listen to right here, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, as crazy as I think that is, I respect you. You know what I'm saying? I respect you sticking to your guns. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But if you create those kind of delineations, you create a lane where people like us don't get lost in the shuffle because it's not as many. You know what I'm saying? It greatly pares down the amount of competition. You know what I mean? Because at a point, let's think about it. In all actuality, outside of football, what's the thing a motherfucker bow out and give up on the quickest? Music, entertainment. You know what I'm saying? I know a whole lot of people that quit way too soon. They was right there, and if they just had that mind, that they was right there, they'd have got it, and they fell off. You know what I'm saying? If you create that, all of those people who persevered have a lane. People who persevere and still make great music. Cool G Rap got a lane now to be heard by more people because they ain't got to wade through the 30,000 rappers that just dropped their first album this year to try to get to him. They ain't got to do it. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, I think it's fair. I think it's fair, but I do think that traditional is a much better term to use.
I'm not against it. I mean, in the way Twan uses it, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
His dictates that, not his age. But I know because of his age and his that combines with his content to get that title. So like at first it was tongue in cheek, but that shit is some real shit. Don't contemporary hip hop. Like I get it. So like the sound of his music, all of that.
The way you described it, I thought it was dope. Mm-hmm. When I heard when I read the article and I was like, yeah, this name sounds ridiculous to me. But when you described it the way Twan, like the way he looks at it, like to me that sounds dope. Yeah, so I'm not even saying that shouldn't even be a lane. I'm just saying it should. I don't think that should be like the broad lane that they're talking about. But that sounds dope the way you described it.
I don't think none of it should be broad. Again, we already have our own divisions that we make.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And as more music comes and more innovations get made and reversions get made and revisions, shit gonna keep changing and morphing.
That's a dope way to put the point that I was making. That's a dope, concise way to put it. Basically, the fucking award shows just need to respect the lanes that hip hop has already created.
Yeah.
It's an award for best melodic hip hop record. Best melodic hip hop record now. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, if you gave melodic rap its own category, I think drill got its own category now. Or so yeah. So I mean, like, why not?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
just don't do some shit don't call it some shit we won't, like, or some shit that's detrimental. Like, yeah, we call it drill. And I can see y'all calling it drill on the awards, and that shit just seems weird to me. Because we got ratchet. You better not ever come out with no category to say ratchet.
So you better not do it. You better not do it.
Best ratchet record of the year. The FBI just wait and be like, all right, who won?
Yeah.
I'm joining if they do that shit. It's only a year. I got another outtake on the Grammys too, but really it's kind of like voting. You can participate if you wish.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but I think more of us could benefit from it. I had an interesting conversation years ago with the head of Urban for the Grammys. Black dude, you know what I'm saying? And big goals for getting more people of color into the academy because they're aware of it. They know. You know what I'm saying? They know.
Is it wrong that feels like a setup though?
What you mean?
I don't. That sounds like some white motherfucker saying, "No, I'm not racist. I just need more black friends." Like, yeah, you're still kind of racist. I don't know. It just seems. And that's the thing. I guess from your dude, did he make it seem like they were actually trying to improve, or like did it seem like it was some bullshit?
You can't improve without the people.
No.
If the people don't join, they can't improve. So like that's what I'm saying. He said we are actively trying to get more black people in here because we're aware of the lopsidedness of this shit. That we know it, but we can't change it if you don't pay no fucking dues.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So so I understood it. And then at the same time, like he made me understand what the benefits of joining that shit is. I just honestly have not done it, but I do plan on it. It's just the networking. You can't beat it. You can't beat it, especially if you're in a city like this one, like, where, or if you're not, but if you are able to attend some of these functions and shit and get known as a songwriter, we talking career changing shit. Not necessarily you being a star artist, but songwriter, you know what I'm saying? Like producer, whatever. The networking is ridiculous.
Shit, I like networking.
Mm-hmm. I like Cartoon Networking.
That too. Shit, why not? I love it. Absolutely. I absolutely love it. Let me ask y'all something.
Yeah. Candy Cola's a voting member.
I remember you was telling me that. Yeah.
I wrote one of her recommendation letters.
Oh, yo, just so you know, y'all, the fucking when Ethemadassassin randomly jumps in the group chat, responded to the podcast for the week before, for the early part before he came on. I was drinking. I almost spit out what I was drinking and shit. Yo, that's
What'd I say?
Yo, this is crazy. Nah, you was talking about you being mad you missed the white horse segment of the podcast.
Oh
shit. Oh man. Yo.
I was like, wow, this is different. Okay.
Oh shit. Yo, that shit was crazy. I was just like, man. Fuck it, we go with it. It is what it is. Oh shit. Question. Mojo, you first. Because I see you smoking and now I want to fuck you.
He's like, I just got comfortable.
He's like, come on, man.
God damn it.
Nah. But it's a question. It's a word that you hear all the time. It's a word that we've used plenty of times. But the more I think about it, I realize that everybody has a slightly different definition of it. So for you, what is broke?
Oh, let me get my cushion.
Man.
Right now, broke for me is not being able to buy food, but I got my bills paid. That's what it is for me right now. Where I got a quarter tank of gas left, and I'm hoping I can coast on fumes until next payday.
I know that one.
So I know my level of broke is completely different from a lot of different people's broke, but my broke just means that I am suffering for a week.
Mm. Damn, you got unintentional Ramadan going on. I feel it though. Sick.
I've heard worse circumstances from people, and so I tried not to like make it seem like I'm really down fucking bad, because I'm really not in comparison to a lot of different people's stories that I hear, but that's just my reality.
I feel that. Hell yeah. I feel
like
that.
I'm stressed about not being able to buy weed.
Dig it.
I mean, that's a stressor though.
It is a stressor, but you know, I'm a little bit better off considering, you know, I'm doing this on my own.
Oh yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah, it could definitely be, like, keeping in mind it could be worse. It's been worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, keeping that in mind, I don't really bug out too crazy. But it's not out.
It's been worse.
I feel you, man. Yeah. Most definitely. Man, what's up, man?
I feel like broke is anytime you have to borrow money to handle an emergency that's less than $3,000.
Okay. That's very specific. I like that. Okay. You wanna would you mind elaborating on the science behind it?
I mean, so to Mojo's point, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of motherfuckers who can't let your car break down. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers got the bread right now to handle that.
Definitely not, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but typically most people are trying to figure out, again, I say it all the time, choosing which bills to pay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's broke. That's broke. We don't got no cash reserve. Check to check living. You know, got to figure that shit out.
What kind of question is this, Seven? I'm all like, I hate my life.
Broke is my fucking computer.
True.
Nah, man, I just, you know, it's a conversation or a couple of different conversations I had the last few days that just made me think, like, people don't see broke the same way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's just very, very different the way people see broke. You know what I'm saying? Muscle, what you
Usually comes with white motherfuckers. No, I mean, I made the joke about the computer because that's broke as fuck. But, you know, that's some real shit sometimes. It's like, yo, I wish I could buy a new computer and I wouldn't run into these problems, but
I fucking can't. Yeah.
Now that don't mean that I don't always got money. Like, you know, when I need to, I can come up with some shit. Because I'm used to it being, like, having to come up with some shit.
Right.
So, you know, yeah, it's one of them things where it's like, yo, like, broke don't necessarily mean that I don't got no money, because I can always make it to where I got some money, even if I can't tell nobody how I came across that money. But it's just one of them things.
I did something weird.
Yeah, I mean,
that money, I found it.
Yeah, like, you know, sell a brick, motherfucker. So yeah, I mean, it just depends. Like there have been times where it's like, yo, somebody says, yo, like, I need this much. Can you help out? And it's like, well, I don't got it, but I can get it if I need to get it. So it just depends on circumstance.
Show me the can.
So
yeah, I know. I'm trying to do some promo. You know how we do.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, kind of like he was saying, like living the paycheck and paycheck, like it's one of them things where when the money runs out, and that don't mean that you can't come up with it if you need to come up with it. But yeah, it's a bitch.
The things that you may have to do in accordance with that kind of change depending on what the level of broke actually is.
Hey, I told you what I had to tell my lady when I had to come up with money. Just don't ask me where it came from. I'll get the money. Just don't ask me where it came from.
That's all.
Because you're not going to like it.
Yeah. Like, don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
I ain't going to lie to you, and you ain't going to like the answer. So
exactly.
I mean, it is what it is. Like,
so yeah.
I think broke is fuck it, I can say it. So I think broke is feeling like it's even remotely necessary to put a mask on your face and put a gun in another motherfucker's face and take that shit. See,
question.
Yes.
Okay, so you're right, because, and I hate to cut you right here, but I gotta ask, because I answered it from what I feel the reserve is, mean that you're broke. You two answered it from a side of what you're willing to do to get money if you need it.
Oh no, I'm getting ready to relate it to where I'm going with this. I got you. So I feel like that for this reason. When I look at the consequences or the circumstances that create the environment to breed that type of person. Now, mind you, let me clarify. There are people who don't have to do that, who do it for the thrill. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the person who may see something wrong with selling drugs. You know what I'm saying? And don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. And the job that he could get to be a check-to-check ass nigga, it's not going to get the job done for what they need right now. You know what I'm saying? And it gets to the point where it's like, okay, I could go get the job here. I got to wait 2.5 weeks to get paid. And that 2.5 weeks, oh my goodness, what's going to happen over here because we don't have the reserve?
Yeah, like I said.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, if you can't create that, and sometimes life be lifing, and we all know it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes life creates circumstances where it's you may have it, and then it just start getting chipped away to the point, and it ain't no recovery right away. Like you got to find your way back to it. You know what I mean? It happens. Shit, I'm glad. I was like, damn. As soon as he was like, say your car broke down, I was like, oh, solar plexus, punch a nigga. Nah. So I mean, my car broke down right now, and I can't get the motherfucker out of the shop. So right. I feel you, 100,000%. I feel you. So yeah, and I think that broke to me is a mind state, but it's also the response to that mind state. All of those things encompassed together make broke for me, because it's certain shit that I ain't never gonna be broke enough to do ever.
I mean,
give an example.
Yeah, I agree on that.
I ain't never gonna be broke enough to be on no crackhead shit.
No, I'm saying just because you're not willing to see, in my mind, just because you're not willing to do a certain thing, don't mean you're still not in that same financial situation. To me, broke strictly financial.
I feel you.
That's why I said what I said just a couple of minutes ago. I'm like, okay, because I'm hearing what a response is. You know,
right?
I might need to get this now. Like, okay, like I that's the response, but we, you know, for me, I'm not hearing what a financial level is.
Oh yeah, that's the catalyst for all of the shit, for all of it.
I know,
but where is your financial level on it?
Where is it though? Yeah.
How broke do you have to be before you're like, okay, now I got to go do this?
okay, there's only 3 people in the whole world that I would openly ask to borrow money from. You know what I'm saying? Right? Hold up. Only 3 people.
Because I'm like, that's the question.
Now, if for me, being broke to that degree again would be A, I don't got it. B, it's gonna be a minute before I can get it. Play it by any legitimate means. You know what I'm saying? C, none of these people are in a position to help me. Or are in the position to help me to the degree that I need help. You know what I'm saying? If those characteristics are all in place in the scenario, I got to do what I got to do. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna flinch. It is what it is. I don't give a fuck. But I prefer that it not be that.
All right, but you said it doesn't matter how broke you are. Certain things you're just not gonna do, right?
Right. I didn't say that's one of the things I'm not gonna do.
But I don't think we're hearing what that's at. Like, is there a certain number?
Is there a number? What level of broke do you have to be? What level of broke do you have to be, financially before then at that point you're now considering those options?
I mean, shit, that's hard to say because I've been homeless and then consider it. So I mean, like it's just at that point, it's just a matter of how. Again, that's why for me it's a different thing because at different times in my life, my financial situation has been very different. But you probably wouldn't know in some cases by the way I carried it. You know what I'm saying? Just because of who I am. You know what I'm saying? So like, even when I was homeless, I probably should have been on some other shit. But I was working a job, keeping it at 1,000, staying on the up and up. You know what I'm saying? Until I got out of the situation. You know what I mean?
That level changes though, because when you were homeless, like you had fewer responsibilities towards other people. Right. So now if you're homeless, you got a whole, gang of people that are being affected by it too. So like for me, like, so Mojo, you were talking about, all my bills are paid. I just got nothing after that. Mm-hmm. Dope. That's a good baseline. I got no money, but my bills are paid. I can live with that.
Right.
Not all of my bills are paid, but the ones that ain't paid ain't really shit that I care about. Like I wasn't able to pay my Netflix, so they cut it off. Whatever. Like there are like the luxuries that it's like, I'm broke enough to where I can't afford the luxuries. Who gives a fuck? Mm-hmm. There are shit that would be considered essential, like your cell phone bill. Like these days, like my kids need to be able to hit me. My family need to be able to hit me. My job need to be able to hit me. So that could be considered essential. But I'm gonna let all my people know right now that my phone might be off for a few days. So at least they know. So, but I'm gonna try and get it back on as quick as possible. So now we're looking at like kind of a mid-level severity. Like but it's gonna make shit a lot easier. I'm back. And then you got the crazy shit. Like, like my rent's due. I'm about to get kicked out of my house and the bill ain't paid. Like
what level of that for you gets you to a point where you're like, okay, now I gotta go and figure it out?
Because I'm responsible for others. So right now, like there have been times where, like I wasn't able to pay my rent. Cool. Like I'll go crash on a motherfucker's couch until I can find a new crib. Cool. Dope. I had the luxury of never having to be houseless because like I had a couple people that were able to put me up for a little bit. Now the story's different. So while I might have been cool losing my crib a decade ago, now I'm probably masking up before that happens. Because I'm cool being without a roof. I'm not cool with them being without one though.
It gotta be that. Yeah. It gotta be that. It gotta be to the point where people other than myself are about to be affected. You know what I'm saying? If it's just me, it's whatever, You know what I'm saying? I'll know when it's time for me to move if I need to move. But if you're talking about my lady or my kids or my grandkids not having a roof over their head,
I'm gonna get that roof over there.
Stay in the
Just don't
house.
ask me how I got it.
stay in the house. Yeah, don't ask me no questions about how I got it done. Just know that it's done. And we good.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It is what it is, man. Yeah. I wonder about shit like that, though. I wonder about shit like that. Because I sometimes think that wait a minute. Because I don't know if this absolutely necessarily falls into the same wheelhouse as our previous conversation about people not. I don't want to say researching, but I mean, I guess it kind of does fall into that category.
They don't read further than the headline?
Definitely don't read further than the headline. Absolutely. So, I don't know. I think that a lot of times that element in people, in society, is part of the reason why we have so many seemingly senseless disagreements that turn into highly volatile situations. And I think the high volatility is a result of people's what is the word? What's the word? Shit. I hate it when that happens. But anyway, motherfuckers hate to be misunderstood or to assume they're being misunderstood. So when it's already heightened, your senses are already up, and now you feel like this person's not listening. They don't understand what you're saying.
His ego going to sleep.
Nah.
He listened.
Okay.
Nah.
But I think that, man,
Sorry.
it's fucked up though. It's really fucked up because I think we're willfully choosing not to understand each other at a point. You know what I'm saying? We're choosing not to understand each other.
To try to prove a point is what you're saying?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I think proving the point is more important to most people.
Yeah.
Well, and sometimes I think some of these motherfuckers like there's a term for it, but you know, they get angry because they'll project something that happened onto themselves. And there's a word for it. But like, you know, so like they hear about a motherfucker getting robbed. And they're angry about it because it's like, oh, like that could have been me. Or I got robbed 20 years ago and that wasn't fun. So then all of a sudden it's like, rather than saying like, yo, like it already came out that homie stuck this dude up because of what he was going through, but they're more worried about the dude that got robbed. He might not have got hurt. He might have lost a little bread. This dude, and all right, I think I'm back.
I'm back.
Yeah. You know, this dude got jammed up, and you know, he's going to do, you know, a 5. and this mother, and you know, homie didn't get hurt, you know, lost a little bit of bread, but they don't care about why. Because that could have been me, and I don't want to lose $50. That would have been scary. So yeah, like
scary.
yeah. So I mean, it's one of them things where they don't attribute to the aggressor. They only like project the victimization onto themselves.
But should they?
I think that it should be a balance of both.
You think the victim should care?
Yeah. There've been plenty like I've had situations where I was on the other side of things too. And it's like, yo, what you need? And just talk to him. And sometimes, yeah, it's like, yo, just give me the shit. And it's like, no, I ain't gonna do that. But why are you doing this? And you'd be surprised how many people answer.
Man, I ain't talking about no situation where that happened. I'm talking after the fact, bro. After the fact. Like, should the victim care whatever the man got going on and stuck a gun in their face and said, give me that?
I mean, personally, yes, I do. I think they should care.
Why?
I think if they cared more, or if they at least, you know, attempted to try to understand, even if you don't care, even if you're like, yo, it was wrong and you shouldn't have done it, cool. But are you at least trying to understand why they did?
Fuck no. I got a gun in my face. They put a gun in my face and took what was mine. I don't give a fuck about their circumstance.
They didn't care what you went through to have to go get
exactly.
All I have to say in my defense is that's why I rob drug dealers.
What?
It's an interesting perspective, bro. Like let's say this were to happen. Let's say this were to happen to you tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's interesting to hear that perspective. Would you tomorrow you're coming home from wherever you're coming from, you just got done doing a job and you got your money. They happen to pay you cash. You're on your way home, you just trying to stop and get some fucking gas, and motherfucker comes around the corner and is like, yo, run your shit. You're going to go back to your car and be like, you know, I mean, obviously I'm trying to be funny, but like you're gonna sit and ponder the circumstances and why he was doing that and find a way. Is it more for like forgiveness?
No, I'm gonna ask him why he's doing it. I ain't gonna wait until I get to the car.
I feel you. Because I feel like me personally, I'm gonna be so caught up in the moment of like, yo, this motherfucker's wilding out. He's got a gun in my face. How can I avoid getting shot for no reason? In comparison to being like, why are you doing this currently? Why did you wait at such and such time? You know.
Yeah, I ain't talking about the person who feel confident enough to ask that question.
Right.
I'm talking
that's monster though. Like he's confident enough to be like,
you know what I'm saying?
wait a second, fam. You know, he's gonna really ask the question of why are you doing this to me right now?
Yeah, that's it. Right. That ain't right.
I couldn't see myself doing that, and I think that's a majority of people. I don't think everybody's gonna be like, yo.
I agree.
Quite the predicament we're in here, you know.
No, I agree that is absolutely the majority. But I was asked the question, do you think they should? And I'm just saying yes. I think that more people should, like, at least try to understand. I'm not saying ask the question in the moment. I get that, but just taking the small step to try and understand why it's happening might prevent it from happening. Because if you understand why that motherfucker put a gun in your face, maybe you're gonna try and.
I'm glad that stopped. That sounds like some bullshit.
For so much. See, and this is why I'm just gonna kill everybody. Because at the end of the day, ain't nobody really give a fuck about what's going on with anybody else. It's all me. So it's time for people to go. It's time for the balance to come back, and for that to happen, the people need to go, y'all.
People are crazy.
Well,
I think people are. I heard an interesting point of view from somebody. OG one time said, "People, the only thing created that don't do what they're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
They just do whatever the fuck they want to do."
People threw off the balance of the earth.
And I was like,
the way it is.
It probably took me a minute to digest that, really, because I was like, but I mean, well, now that you mentioned it, you kind of got a point there. Okay, I got you. I got you. I see where you're coming from. I don't know. It's interesting. The wildest shit in the world to me presently is kind of the way that people are blindly running around talking about voting for Kamala Harris
without any research.
Yeah, it kind of bothers me. But no more than it bothers me that people blindly run around talking about voting for Trump. I mean, I think it's all ridiculous at the end of the day. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm ever going to get used to watching people have such flamboyant opinions about things that they haven't researched, things that they haven't done the homework on. And then when someone comes and says, "Hey, but wait a minute," bam, right there. No, because bro, what the fuck are you talking about right now? Come on, man. It's right there. Oh, I hate that
They
shit.
like speaking so matter-of-factly about it, too.
And I'll be like, yo, I'm not getting ready to argue with nobody on fucking social media. Fuck this shit. I'm not going to do it. I am not going to do it at all. The one thing I do, oh man, the funniest was one of the funniest things in the world to me. If I ever see Bad C going live on social media, I'm going to listen. Because he don't give a fuck. He just say, well, fuck you. He don't care. I love it. I absolutely love it. Anything new come out music wise? Y'all fucking with? I ain't even really had my.
A-Flex has been dropping some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Who?
A-Flex. It's a young dude from Tacoma. He's really good. I'm trying to find it because he dropped a video for it.
He actually played high school. He played wide receiver. Him and my son played football together in school. That was rough. I was like, damn. First time I heard him live, I was like, shit. Okay. That's what's
called
up.
Pop Star.
Mm-hmm.
Pop Star.
That's pretty good. It's A-Flex with 2 X's.
He's been dropping shit steady throughout the last couple of years. Like, yeah, hitting mad singles. But no, he's killing.
Joint, I want to join with him. Oh man, this shit is crazy because it's a flip of the Leather So Soft shit, the Lil Wayne shit. They flipped the sample, and the name of the song is So Hard. But we was recording, we was performing this shit, and every time we was doing what we was doing, the niggas was doing that. Niggas was like, pause. I was like,
right.
Fuck y'all niggas, man. Oh man, that shit was wild. But yeah, A-Flex is dope. It's a lot of young cats that I've been hearing lately. That's really on some, hey, yeah, we doing this melodic shit or whatever we doing, but like we want to put bars in it because we want y'all to respect what we doing. You know what I'm saying? We still trying to get that pen right. And I'm like, I can respect that. You know what I'm saying? I can respect it. Like, yeah, I ain't mad at that.
It ain't new, but I am going to call it out just because it's on my mind. Because after I listened to Flex's single, like my shit just generated and played, some random stuff. And what came up was Ginger by Graydon Francis.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, you know what? I ain't even turning it off because I was in the car. Like, I had the windows down and I was like, that's a vibe. Yeah. Shout out to Graydon. Yeah, and that motherfucker can sing.
Graydon Francis is a monster, bro.
Yeah, just because I thought about it, I was like, I need to shout him out real quick because that song came on and I was like, man, he killed this shit.
Yeah, Francis is a monster. And salute to him, IMK, Tarly, Medieval, Jays, the whole crew from out there in Minnesota. Salute to y'all, man. Like that. Yeah, Graydon Francis has an amazing voice. Amazing. You know what I'm saying? You were saying who?
Nobody.
You ain't
I ain't listening to nobody's shit.
I know. Like the last shit I heard was grab shit. That was it.
Oh, no doubt. Hell yeah. That shit's out here too. I ain't really been checking for no music recently. I'm waiting. It's some shit I'm waiting. I ain't gonna speak on it yet. I'm waiting on some shit.
Oh, I haven't heard Flea shit yet. I need to listen to that.
Yeah, I missed that shit. Okay, so I do got some shit to listen to. It's all good. I'm
Ass Fresco and Mugs. See, none of this shit is new. This shit from 2 weeks ago.
right.
Not brand new, I mean, but like 2 weeks ago type of shit.
Now I knew that one was out. I just ain't got to it yet. I was like, man, I fuck with Ranch Fresco too. I fuck with Muggs. Yo, man.
Following that big.
I
didn't know his following was that big.
I know, right? Hey, it's kind of surprising when you think about it. I'd be mad when niggas don't. Never mind. I ain't even gonna get into that shit.
Hey Mojo, has anybody been sending you any music?
Yeah, well, this
like you don't got to review it, but I just wanted to see if anybody was sending you shit since you brought it up on the last one.
Yeah, well, I have not had an influx of music submissions since saying that. So
Bitches.
Yeah, I know. So nothing new, but I still am surprised by people who, because there's a dude that goes by the name of Afro K. He does a bunch of art, like old school graffiti type. He sent me something, and I'm curious to hear what it sounds like. I don't want to listen to it before I record it, but I'm curious to see what it's going to sound like. Same thing as last time. I'm just getting music from people I wasn't expecting to get music from, so I'm real curious.
No.
I mean, when you open the door, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I had a conversation with Dub. He was like, "What kind of music are you trying to get? I can try to send you some links." I was like, I don't want links of people who it's not really going to affect whether or not I listen to their shit because they have somewhat of a following. I want links from people like directly of people who are in the same like bracket as we are. We're trying to be heard, trying to get seen. So I was like, I would rather get links from somebody directly who's like, yo, this is my shit. I saw that you were doing reviews and stuff like that. I want you to see what I want to, I'm curious to see what you think of this project, whatever. And so he's like, okay. I'm like, yo, spread the word though. It's just, I don't know, people are not listening or I got to put out another promo thing, but I'm like, I need music from y'all. If you want your music heard, like I'm trying to get it set up so then that way it has the ability to be seen, to be heard.
Do a 20-second video, target the boost on IG strictly to your area.
I can do that.
If that don't help, then motherfuckers ain't got no music, man.
True.
At that point, you just start going outside the area.
Yeah. No, I was trying to.
Seattle.
Well, that's the thing too. Is like I've expanded it out to all of Washington. So I'm like, people. I feel like I put out the feelers long enough for people in Seattle to send me their shit, and I feel like people who gave a fuck or was like, yeah, here you go. I think that audience has been hit. Mm-hmm. So branching out, and then we'll see how it goes from there.
Does it have to be a new song or new music, or can it be?
No, I had just said like a project within the last 2 years. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's a pretty decent amount of time. I
killers out there, man. Go ahead and put you a couple of little bucks behind the boost and see what happens. It might render dividends, man.
Yeah. Good idea.
No.
Yeah, man. Look, I'm about to go do some shit. I'm about to go do some shit. Oh man. Oh, that's funny. Okay.
I'll get my mask.
Oh shit. I ain't heard that. I don't know nobody and I ain't seen shit.
Yeah, no, I meant the monster mask. That's all.
The wildest shit in the world, and I'm out of here. But the fucking
nigga, I don't know who's got you. I don't know who stabbed you. I don't know who shot you.
Yes. Man, y'all already know what it is. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Salute the Pretty King. Salute Echo Limitless. Man, the numbers is going up. It's gonna be $150 before you know it. We rolling towards fucking 200. I'm loving this shit. Yo, on behalf of the squad, Monster Elicit, ethemadassassin, Mojo Barnes, I am 7 the Panther. Thank y'all for locking in with us. Make sure you subscribe, follow, comment, like, share, all that other shit. All that shit y'all be doing with all them niggas that don't need y'all to do it, but y'all already know what it is, man. Pantha Politix Podcast. Ain't nothing but love, y'all. We'll catch y'all next time.
Eat your vegetables.
Yeah. And stay
Smoke your
hydrated.
vegetables.
That too. Yeah. And shit. Book of the month all the way. Volume 1.